Seahawks, welcome back to The Current. I'm Fiona Johnston, and we are reaching an end to the season, with this being our second to last episode. Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Anna Moraglia, accompanied by her son, a fellow comm student, a lovely musically talented professor who will soon be teaching here at UNC Wilmington. Let's head on over to this mother-son duo.
Chase misprinted lies. We face the path of time, and yet I fight this battle all alone. No one to cry to, place to call home. Of self is raped. My privacy is raped, and yet I find repeating in my head, if I can't be my own, I'd rather be dead.
Hey Seahawks, welcome back to The Current. I'm your host, Nick Moraglia, and today we have a very special episode with a musical performance by Dr. Anna Moraglia, my mom, along with me, your host, and her son. How are you today, Dr. Anna Moraglia?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Now there's one thing I want to do before we get started, if you don't mind, just reading the prompter for me. The last line right there.
Nick is my favorite son.
Oh, that is so glad to hear. I didn't know if it was Rocco, our dog, or my younger brother Joe, but I just wanted to clear that out of the way. So now, let's get to some questions. Have you been enjoying your spring break?
My spring break has been great. I've been spending it down here at the beach, and you
Yeah,
can't ask for better than that.
right? And so you're off the whole week?
Yep.
And have you had any good beach days yet?
No, we haven't, but that's the plan after our interview today.
Okay, that sounds great. So were you hired at UNCW, or do you plan on working here at some point?
They did hire me to teach uni, and so I'm going to be doing that at some point in the future.
Okay, well, that sounds nice. So are you excited to move to Wilmington?
I am very excited.
It's a great place to live.
Yes, it
I
is.
got to come here before you, so I've been enjoying my time, I'll tell you that. I know you'll enjoy it too.
Yeah, I know you've been enjoying your time. I check out your grades.
Oh, let's not mention the grades. So I know you're a principal now, but also a professor. Like, do you prefer one or the other?
I would say at this point in my career, I really enjoy being a professor.
Uh-huh.
With the students that I work with, the adult learners, that's something that has really opened up a whole new world for me. I like working with graduate students, and I like working with student teachers.
Right. I mean, I would think they'd take their work a little more serious than younger people, but I don't know.
Sometimes. Even sometimes the graduate students need a reminder of the end goal.
Oh, that's funny. Well, being a professor, I mean, you had to pursue your doctorate and get one. You are Dr. Anna Moraglia after all. Was that a hard process to get through?
It was a very difficult process,
Uh-huh.
and it's not something that I would want to go through ever again. But I'm glad I got to that point.
Yeah,
that was always a goal.
That's a huge accomplishment, and just being able to call my mom Dr. Mom is something I really enjoy too.
Well, remember I told you when it happened that you guys had to start listening to me, because obviously I knew what I was talking about. As a
We
doctor.
didn't listen before? Come on, Mom.
We had our moments.
How long have you been performing? Cut.
Hanging out downtown by myself, and I have too much time. And I'm thinking about myself, and then there she was, like a double cherry pie. Yeah, there she was, like a disco superfly. I smell sex and candy in the air. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting devious stares in my direction? Mama, this surely is a dream. Yeah, Mama, this surely is a dream. Hanging out downtown by myself, and I got too much caffeine in me, and I'm thinking about myself, and then there she was, wearing platform double suede. Yeah, there she was, like a disco lemonade. I smell sex and candy in the air. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting devious stares in my direction? Mama, this surely is a dream. Yeah, Mama, this surely is a dream. I smell sex and candy in the air. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting devious stares in my direction? Mama, this surely is a dream. Yeah, Mama, this surely is a dream. Yeah, Mama, this surely is a dream. Yeah, Mama, this must be my dream.
So on to the fun stuff, the performing aspect. So how long do you think have you been performing for?
Well, as a lot of people, I sang in church as a kid.
Okay.
And then didn't really do anything with it until you were doing School of Rock.
Right.
And some people may not realize, they may have seen the movie School of Rock, but there's an actual School of Rock
Yeah.
that you did, and they had an adult band, and I auditioned and started getting back into it.
What song was it that you auditioned with? I think I know, but let's tell the audience.
It was probably a Shinedown song, but I don't
Oh.
remember exactly.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if you do, tell me.
I was gonna say Simple Man. Was it not?
Yeah,
I feel like I
it was
remember the
actually,
first
but
day
the
when you
Shinedown
went.
version.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But you always kill that song. So who would you say your biggest musical influences?
I would have to say, first off, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks, okay.
I really would like to emulate her.
Right.
And you and I went through a pretty hard period that influenced me significantly as well.
Yeah.
Seether, Godsmack.
Yeah.
But also,
like rocking out, yeah.
you know, there's no better frontman than Robert Plant.
Oh,
and so he's pretty inspirational as well.
Right. Well, I can't deny that at all. Huge Robert Plant fan and all those other bands as well. But when do you think you had like the confidence and you realized that you had a good talent for singing and you really wanted to pursue it and get better at it and start performing in front of people? Like, was that started at an early age back in church, or you saw Joe and I possibly performing? And
it was watching you.
Okay.
Because you did it before your brother.
Right. Okay.
And watching you up there just really kind of motivated me to want to be able to do that as well.
Okay.
And so then I started singing with that band. And then we moved on to the three of us performing.
That's right.
At Tommy's Pub.
Yeah.
Parent of the Year, taking our elementary and middle school kids to perform, but those are some of the best memories exactly, some of the best memories I have are performing with you and your brother.
I agree. I wish we had more videos of it. I try to show people sometimes what we used to do and how good we sounded, but there's not enough video footage of us.
No, there's really not.
No. So do you have a favorite performing moment? Was it possibly at Tommy's Pub or another one that you can think of?
I don't know if I would say a performing moment, but there's a song that you and I used to do that was always my favorite because the timing is a little tricky with it.
Okay.
But you always were perfect in your timing, and I used to joke and say it's because we have that mother-son connection. And we would do Blood and Fire.
Yes.
And
that took many hours to get right.
It did take many hours, but
I remember.
I just always enjoyed singing that song and performing that song with you because I just felt like we were communicating without talking.
Yeah, I could just kind of go with the flow with your singing, and you would go with the flow with my playing, and we'd just match it, and it sounded really good. But it was a hard song to get down.
And I always enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too. We had a lot of hours to practice that, but enjoyed every minute of it. So have you ever been nervous before a show? Do you normally get nervous, or do you
I'm nervous before every show.
Really? Okay.
I'm nervous before we were talking today. I'm going to be nervous before we perform. I'm always nervous because I just want to do a great job. I want the audience to enjoy themselves, and I don't want to screw up.
I don't think you ever screw up, Mom. I think you always sound so good.
Well, thank you.
So this is something that you've always kind of told me, and it sounds like you kind of already are, but what do you want to do when you grow up?
Well, I want to be a rock star.
Okay.
Maybe like Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
And I want to rescue bulldogs.
Well, can't go wrong with that. I love me some bully dogs, huh?
Exactly.
Well, that wraps up all the time we have for our questions today. Now it's time for my mom and I to rock out, so stay tuned.
Yesterday, just a dream I don't remember. Tomorrow, still a hope I've yet to indulge. I'm out of time, out of rhyme, and I'm out of reason. Seasons change and leave me out in the cold. The story's old, the tale's been told by many scholars. Got a fistful of dollars and a pocket full of love. God above, if you hear me crying, trying to sell my soul, but no one's buying. Lord, strike me down now if I'm lying. It's getting cold, it's time for dying. Come on, watch me shine. Like the world was mine, Lord, today. Come on, watch me shine. Like the world was mine, Lord, today. Let the man who's free from sin cast the first stone, began the violence. Let the man whose voice rings true lift on up until he breaks the silence. Let the ones who lose their way live to see just one more day in the sunshine. Let the ones who choose to stray recognize the price they'll pay in their lifetime. Come on, watch me shine. Like the world was mine, Lord, today. Come on, watch me shine. Like the world was mine, Lord, today. Watch me shine. You sit and you wait for my roads to cross. Nail me down and watch me bleed. Lay my head against the earth. Plant my body like a seed. You can't always get the things that you want, love. You get what you deserve and maybe what you need. Fill my hole with precious dirt, love. Till the soil and pluck the weed. Pluck the weed, come on, watch me shine. Like the world was mine, Lord, today. Come on, watch me shine. Like the world was mine, Lord, today. Watch me shine. Come on, watch me shine. Come on, watch me shine. Watch me shine.
What a show. We can't wait to see where this mother and son duo ends up. They started off their musical careers together in Charlotte and are now both Wilmington locals and UNCW Seahawks. With so many opportunities found here in Wilmington, one can only imagine the success of these two. Make sure to keep your eyes out for this duo. That wraps up our second to last episode of The Current. We'll see you next time.
Beautiful.